Okay, let me make sure you don't end up paying $8,000 just for a laundry bag.
Because that would just be shameful for your accountant.
And speaking of laundry, a huge shout out to Darla for her question in the comments. Darla, you asked me about the real value difference between an Ocean Terrace suite and a penthouse, and you brilliantly joked if there was any more value besides, well, a laundry bag. I'm diving deep into your question because, trust me, it is not easy to untangle all the pricing and value mechanics behind Explora's cabins offers. But here's my promise to you. By the very end of this video, you will know more about these suites than your regular travel agent. I'm even going to spill the beans on options that are not available directly through Explora's website. But anyway, an expert travel agent can absolutely snag that for you. This is the magic of a small channel like mine. Your comments get real answers to your very real and valuable questions. It helps me understand exactly what you, my amazing subscribers, truly want to know. By the way, also a shout out for Kerbik, my neighbor, for reminding me that I can't be too serious on my videos. Well, and of course I need to shout out Dawn and Robert, who have a very important comment on every single one of my videos. Thank you. Okay, enough chit chat. Let's dive in. So today we're diving back into the world of Explora Journeys suites, but this time with a very important co-star, your wallet. Yes, because while a bad cabin choice can ruin your cruise, an unexpectedly expensive bad cabin choice can ruin your year. And remember, these magnificent floating homes don't do configuration changes on the fly. So picking right from the get-go is crucial. My friends, let's talk luxury and let's talk dollars and cents. If you are in another zone, pretend $100 are 100 euros or pounds or Swiss francs, depending on wherever you are. Remember the laundry bag question? After I explain the different cabin categories, I'll tell you what to do with the laundry bag. For our little financial exercise today, I'm going to use a simple baseline. An Ocean Terrace suite for 2 people will be our anchor at $600 per person per night. 600. Now, a quick disclaimer. This price can absolutely swing based on the itinerary, time of the year, and any promotions Explora might be running at the time of booking. So we are using it as an handy reference point to compare all your fabulous options. Got it? Good. So for a couple sharing, that's $1,200 a night. Now let's see how the numbers play out as we navigate the different options. I'll jump now to the different categories and their prices, but don't leave away immediately after you learn these. Because there are some special pricing mechanics that not many people know of. If your group needs more than one cabin or you are doing back-to-back sailings, there are some special perks. Okay, let's check the Explora cabin categories and their pricey personalities. First, let's refresh you with my simplified cabin categories and their general pricing tiers. Ocean Terrace Suites. This is a 300 square feet suite with an 80 square feet terrace. Price reference, $600 per person per night for double occupancy. And once more, this price will change depending on itinerary, time of year, and ongoing promotions. Then you have slightly higher categories, but the only difference is for each deck above, you pay an extra 5%. The suites are exactly the same.
More altitude. More attitude. Obviously.
An OT2 plus 5%, OT3 plus 10%, OT4 plus 15%. Then you also have the Grand Terrace, which are in the lower deck 6, together with the OT1, but cost a whopping 20% extra, and the difference is a terrace of 120 square feet instead of the 80 square feet. Once more, all these suites have 300 square feet, as mentioned, and a private terrace. Floor-to-ceiling views, king-size bed, but please note that there is a difference between the twin configuration and the double configuration, which in Explora 1 and 2 are not interchangeable. But from Explora 3 onwards, they can change the configuration. Do check my videos on the subject. I know many people got angry at me for tarnishing the luxury image of Explora with this situation, but it is better to know ahead of time when booking than be sorrow afterwards.
Because nothing says luxury like an unexpected spooning.
These rooms also have a lounge area, huge TV screen, minibar, espresso machine, kettle, and they are all restocked as required. In some suites, the sofa is a sofa bed as well. But please note that the sofa bed only sleeps one, and I would not recommend an adult there. Important, all have a walk-in wardrobe with a seated vanity. A spacious bathroom with heated floor, oh my, yes, the heated floor, and a large walk-in shower or bathtub depending on the configuration. There are plenty of power outlets, including USB plugs for all your devices, and even wireless charging in the bedside tables. Penthouses. These have more space, which allow for separate living and dining areas. These suites start at an extra 70 square feet, so 370 square feet, and larger terraces that start at 100 square feet. But these areas do go up with higher class penthouses. The price reference for the penthouse is around 160% of the Ocean Terrace Suite. So the base reference of 600 per person per night for double occupancy bumps up to 1,000 per person per night for double occupancy. This would be the base price for the penthouse. Then you have the deluxe penthouse at an additional 5% on top of those 1,000. The premier penthouse at 10% additional, which now can sleep 3, 1 in the sofa bed. And then the grand penthouse at additional 15%, which now can sleep 4, but 1 needs to be a kid. I'd say 2 kids. Once more, the amount of space increases as you go up the categories. So besides the extra living space, you get a dedicated dining area that usually seats 4. So you can bring in guests. You get a Techno Gym case kit to use on board. You get priority dinner reservations, and yes, the famous laundry bag. Once per sailing, remember? I promised you I would tell you what you can do with it. Just wait. Now for the residences. Seriously spacious, butler service included. The price of the resident suite starts at around 250% of the Ocean Terrace Suite. So this would start at 1,500 per person per night with double occupancy. I will not get into the details of the different categories and its prices. This is some serious above the top luxury. And each room is like a boutique and a very unique room on itself. These have unique layouts. So the private butler service is the hallmark. 24/7. He even books things outside the ship. The resident suites have a private outdoor whirlpool, jacuzzi. In-suite dining is expanded. The butler will get you delicacies from all the dining venues. You get priority for everything. Embarkation, dinner seating, glass refill, everything. The laundry bag, remember that? Unlimited. You don't even need to put the laundry in the bag. The butler will do that for you.
The true definition of a vacation. Someone else folds your socks.
But wait, there is still something about what you can do with the laundry bag, as I promised. I'll come back to it later. And then the last category, owner residence. Honestly, at 10 times the cost of an Ocean Terrace suite, I'm not even going to tell you what it includes. It embarrasses anyone. The only thing I can say is that if you and your partner need a 4th player for your bridge game besides the butler, then invite me. Okay, now let's go back to the laundry bag. Remember that detail? Okay, here it comes. If you haven't registered in the Explora Club, then do that now. Yes, now. And probably, because you have been looking into my very niche YouTube channel, you have been sailing for a while. Thus, you can get status match from your past sailings with other companies. And if you get gold match, Then you get a free laundry bag per journey. And if platinum, you get a free daily laundry bag. See?
And that, my friends, is how you truly win at cruising.
But you get additional perks from silver onwards. You get a 5% discount on your bookings. Okay, now let's check the match between the cabins and your needs, and then how that impacts the prices or price optimizations you can do. And this is even before the special price mechanics I promise you at the end of the video. Those mechanics you don't get with online bookings, and many travel agents or travel advisors are not even aware of it. Who are you cruising with? Let's find your perfect home at sea and its price tag. Alright, let's get down to the brass tacks and the price tags. You are a solo traveler. If you are a solo traveler, my recommendation, an Ocean Terrace Suite. It's wonderfully spacious for you alone. The price tag, this typically comes with a single supplement fee of 25%. So your 600 base price becomes 125%, meaning you are looking at 750 US dollars per night for your personal slice of heaven. A splurge, yeah, but for all that space and privacy, I say it's worth it, if your budget allows. Now, if you are friends traveling together, my recommendation is to go both as solo travelers. For each, get your own cabin for the extra 25% supplement upcharge. So each at 750 per night on your own cabin. This is where the Ocean Terrace Suites with the twin bed configuration could be an option, but I do not recommend it. Check my video on the twin bed Ocean Terrace Suite to understand the details. So instead of the 600 per night you go for 750, unless you end up spooning each other. Maybe with Explora 3 the situation might change. I explain it in my Explora 3 video. And now for couples, if you and your better half are looking for a pure relaxation getaway. My recommendation? For ultimate bliss, an Ocean Terrace Suite. Maybe, if you are up for it, the Grand Terrace Suite. The larger terrace on the Grand Terrace Suite is perfect for lingering breakfasts and sunset cocktails. Now, if you want to have fun and splurge, then maybe a residence, which would give you a private jacuzzi. The price tag. With the Ocean Grand Terrace Suite, you're looking at the 720 US dollars per person per night. So the two of you, 1,440 per night. With the residence, now this jumps. At 250% of the base per person for two people, you're looking at 1,500 per person per night for a total of 3,000 per night. Quite the jump for that extra luxury, but it's pure indulgence. You will thank me later for that midnight jacuzzi under the stars with a glass of bubbly. And for couples that are not quite that romantic, in which someone will be doing some work or even both might be working during the cruise, my recommendation, a grand penthouse, without a doubt. It's practically a floating office, but with much better views. These suites offer a dedicated work desk area and a separate living space. The grand penthouse has a separate room. So you can work while the other sleeps, or you can both be on a call, one in each room. That's better for your voice conferences. The price tag? Again, a grand penthouse for two will set you back each around 1,150 per person per night. So 2,300 per night for both. My advice, factor in the productivity you'll gain from not tripping over each other's laptop, and it practically pays for itself. Well, almost. Okay, back to earth, for us family with kids. My crucial tip and financial warning. Connecting suites are your absolute lifesaver, yeah, my friend. Explora has a limited number, so book early. And remember, when you book connecting rooms, you're generally paying for 2 full suites. So, with one kid, my recommendation, an Ocean Terrace Suite. If the kid is below 12, so not a teen, can work with a sofa bed, Explora often allows 2 adults and 1 child in these. The price tag, if you squeeze into one Ocean Terrace suite, so 2 adults and 1 child, you're looking at approximately 250% of the base price. 100% for each adult and 50% for the kid. So that would be $1,500 per night for the family. Alternative, and often better value space-wise, 2 connecting Ocean Terrace suite. This provides 2 bathrooms and separate sleeping areas. If you have a teenager, you know you want the extra bathroom. The price tag for connecting, so 2 OTSs, one as a solo traveler and the other as a couple. This is effectively paying for 2 rooms. The solo will be at 125%, so $750 per night, and the adult with 1 kid on the other suite at 200%, so $1,200 US. So the price for the full family is at $1,950 per night. I know, a significantly higher price point, but the sanity factor, priceless, especially if the kid is a teen. The last alternative option would be a premier penthouse. This sleeps 3. The price tag at $1,100 per person per night, so the 2 adults and kid would be 250% of that, which means $2,750 per night for the full family. This, however, will be with only 1 bathroom, and instead you replace one of the bathrooms with a jacuzzi. I would probably go for the 2 connecting Ocean Terrace suite. The teen can have full privacy, and I doubt the adults would do anything fancy with a private jacuzzi with the teen watching. Well, what if with 2 kids? My recommendation, and this is absolutely, positively, my recommendation, you absolutely positively want connecting suites. 2 Ocean Terrace suites are ideal. The price tag, again, 2 connecting Ocean Terrace suite means $2,400 US per night for the full group. Yes, it's a number, but 2 bathrooms, separate sleep zones for tired parents and energetic offspring, that's a luxury you can't put a simple dollar value on. Only the Grand House Penthouse can fit 4. But that means 4 in one space. You would be replacing 1 bathroom and a proper bed for a sofa bed. The Grand Penthouse for 2 adults and 2 kids is $1,150 per adult per night, so it would be around 3 times that, since each kid is 50%. So the full family would be at $3,450 per night. Definitely more expensive than the 2 connecting terrace suites at $2,400 per night. That is $1,000 more for 1 less bathroom. Well, with 3 or more kids. My recommendation. This is where you'll need 2 OTS, having 3 in one suite with a sofa bed and 2 in the other suite. Have the combination of kids and adults how you sit fit. But if one is minor, you need to get that one with the adults. You always need an adult in the cabin for the booking. But then they can move around once on board. And thus, one suite at 250% and the other at 200%. So 450% for the full family, which means $2,925 per night. Of course, you can look into combinations of a penthouse and an Ocean Terrace suite. The cheapest combo would be with a penthouse for 2, so $2,000 there, and an OTS for 3, so more $1,500 there, which gets you at $3,500 per night. Any of these 2 combinations has 2 bathrooms, so basically you are paying $550 for the bag of laundry. Yes, the famous bag of laundry. Okay, now my promise, something very few people know and you cannot book on the website. You need an expert travel advisor like Lisa from our group cruise. For a multi-generation family or that small special group of friends, my recommendation. This is where Explora's Journey Together Gathering program, or JTG, becomes your new best friend. This program is specifically designed for booking of 3 or 4 suites, not less, not more. The catch? At least one of these suites must be an ocean penthouse or an ocean residence. This ab suite becomes your central gathering point. The huge benefit of this program isn't just about rooms. It's about perks. You get complimentary round-trip airport or hotel to ship transfers for everyone in the group. And here's the absolute game changer for families. Children aged 17 and under travel free when there are the third or fourth guest in a suite. So if you have a penthouse with 2 adults and 1 kid, the kids portion, which normally adds 50% of the price, becomes free, zero. This can lead to significant savings. The price tag in this JTG example, let's say you get 1 penthouse for 2 adults and 2 Ocean Terrace Suites, 2 adults and 1 kid each. The penthouse would be $2,000 per night for the 2 adults. The 2 Ocean Terrace Suites, $1,200 each suite per night. Kids in suites under the JTG, or the Journey Together gathering, your kids, 1 in each terrace suite as third guests, travel free. This means you save $4,200 over a 7-night cruise compared to paying their normal supplement. Total for this JTG example, I need to stop saying JTG or JTG, around $4,400 per night, plus you get those complimentary transfers. It's a fantastic value proposition for multi-generational families or close friends who want that balance of togetherness and private space with these excellent perks. And now for huge families or group of friends, such as our group cruise. This means 5 suites or more. My recommendation, Explora has the Journey Together program. The benefit, this program offers your entire group a straightforward 5% savings on the total journey fare. While it doesn't have the free kids benefit of JTG, that 5% off can add up to serious cash when you're booking 5, 6 or more luxurious suites. It simplifies the process for larger gatherings and gives you a nice chunk of change back to spend on those destination experiences or perhaps another round of premium champagne. Go to the anthology. The price tag. You take your calculated cost for all 5+ suites using the individual suite pricing we discussed earlier, and then simply subtract 5% from the grand total. It's like finding a discount code for your floating palace. And then, my friends, we have the owner's residence. I haven't given you a detailed price breakdown or a complicated rationale for this one. And you know why? Because if you are asking about the owner's residence, which by my calculation starts at around $12,000 per night for 2 people, the rationale is pretty obvious. You are filthy rich. You are cruising because you can, not because you're counting pennies. And honestly, I wouldn't blame you one bit. It's magnificent.
It's not just a suite, it's a lifestyle statement. And a tax write-off, probably.
So, there you have it. My guide to unlocking the perfect Explora Journeys cabin or suite. Now with a healthy dose of financial reality and those savvy group programs. Don't let a bad cabin choice or a surprising bill ruin your cruise. Consider who you're traveling with and remember, those connecting doors are pure gold. Both in terms of sanity and often, surprisingly, a more cost-effective option than cramming into one giant suite. And for groups, explore those Journey Together programs. They could be your ticket to even more luxury for less. Honestly, this is how we organized our group cruise for next April from San Juan to Miami on Explora 2. If you found this helpful and hopefully a little amusing, give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to Cruising After 50 and let me know in the comments what your dream Explorer cabin would be. Budget, no object. In the meantime, and until next time, if you want to know more about the laundry bag, check here. Over here, with the upcoming group cruise, if you want to enroll it, and over here, a playlist with all the videos on all the Explorer cabins. Happy and financially savvy cruising. Thank you.